welcome to the range. The other day when I was shopping for some 45 ACP ammo, I came across something that I thought was a little bit weird, and it's not the first time I've seen it, but I was looking at this this Blazer ammunition, 230 grain ball ammunition. This is the normal stuff that we always run across. It just says 45 auto, 230 grain full metal jacket. But I also found this one here. This is Blazer 45 auto subsonic 230 grain total metal jacket, clean fire suppressor. That's a mouthful. My thought was they're the same weight. They basically look very similar. I'll do a comparison where I pull a bullet and observe the makeup of the projectiles and the cases and primers and all that stuff, the powder, and we'll do a comparison there. But before we do any of that, I just wanted to test fire these out on the range, see if they sound differently at all or have any different velocities. So my suspicion is that being that they're both subsonic, they're probably both going to sound and perform at a very similar speed, but I don't know that for sure. So I just want to test it just to see if this is a marketing gimmick or if it actually has something better to offer than this traditional standard 230 grain ball stuff that you find anywhere. So I'll load up a couple mags in the Delisle Carbine and we'll give it a try. All right, today we'll be shooting the Delisle Carbine. It's an integrally suppressed 45 ACP. I guess you could call it a rifle. It's a short-barreled rifle technically. Internally, the barrel comes to about 10 inches. It's ported and redirected to blow gases back here before going through the baffle stack. Internally, it's just like the World War II baffle stack, so it should give a good idea of what it sounds like. Just be aware that on camera, the sound profile is always different than it is to the natural ears. This is very quiet in real life, that's why I'm not wearing ears. No hearing protection at least, and I'm going to have to put a trigger on my radar here because I don't have a Gucci Garmin radar. I've got the old school lab radar. It still works, it's just not as fast. Okay, I'm going to start out with the standard ammunition out of this short magazine. Let's see here what we end up with for velocities. I'm just going to post the velocities. 911, 911. 914. 913. At least we know it's nice and consistent. 920. Ooh, smoky. 941, our hottest one yet. All right, now we're going to start off with the subsonic ammunition. We'll see if it's any quieter or any different velocity-wise. That first one was actually louder. It's a little weird. 829, so it is a little bit slower. Oh man, that's louder at the ear. At least on this particular setup. 873. Yeah, I don't like that. That's actually, it's a little uncomfortable. I might have to try this with the 1911 as well. Guess. Oh, 882. If I had to guess, I'm thinking they're using probably a faster burning powder, maybe a smaller quantity. I'm not 100% sure what the difference is there, but the burn rate definitely seems to be different. We're getting lower velocities and it seems to be louder. 889. That was our last one. Pull big old mag out of there. Woo. 848. All right, so that second set was definitely slower. Can't really tell if it was dirtier or not. I think we need to do one more thing with this. I think we need to shoot one back to back just to get a good idea for the sound. All right, the can is still warm from before. There hasn't been much time for the gas to dissipate. We don't really get first round pop out of this thing anyways. So our very first round here is going to be of the suppressed version and then the standard to follow it up. Yeah, I mean, to my ears, the standard blazer sounds much better out of this thing. I don't exactly know why that is. Maybe just a barrel length powder burn thing. Hopefully we can find out more. Wow, first try. I mean, it wasn't exactly where I was aiming, but it's close enough. That's a pretty decent hit for 250 yards with this thing and these irons. Yeah. So satisfying. All right, I pulled the bullets and found some interesting stuff. So with the standard here, we got 5.1 grains of unknown powder, brass primer, brass colored primer. The bullet's definitely plated, kind of rounded edges there. And with the suppressor one, the bullet doesn't seem to be plated. It seems better formed. It's got these hard edges. Both are fully encased. The primer on this one is silver in color. Don't know who manufactures it, but there is a difference of primers on the box based on the description. It says 5.3 grains of powder. It looks like there's maybe a couple flakes of slightly different colored powder in there, but it looks basically the same. So the velocities on this were lower than on this, but there's more powder in here. So it's probably different powder, unless that different primer is doing all the work there. I'm not entirely sure. I'm stumped, so if anybody knows what powders they're using in each of these, please enlighten me.